Today in the grain market, we got a big surge in soybeans. That bullish USDA report really gave that market a lift. The old crop ending stocks were below estimates, and the market really got a big bump and heading into the weekend. But let's not forget that there has been strong cooking oil demand that also is helping to move the market up. And it's important to note that the May futures were up 63 cents today. So all that collectively really gave soybeans the big lift today. They were the one that was the highest. The option open interest does keep building on the call and the put side. I think it's important just to note that the most open interest still is in the November $18 calls and the November $13 puts. So we're always going to be watching that as we move into the summer months. We still are a little bit of ways from that. Now the CVOL today in the soybeans is 21.7%. The oil's 34 and the meal is 25.3%. Today the corn was a little bit lower. It actually started better, but it did kind of fizzle somewhat. The USDA crop estimate did stay pretty much the same, and it just seems like now that we've got the report in, this is a buy the rumor, sell the fact kind of situation. But the futures are still holding near that $8 level, and I think it's going to stay there for a while until we get some news to really push that market off that. For the week, it was basically unchanged. The option open interest was still the highest in those July $9 calls, and these $8 calls and $6 puts were the strongest as well. That's something that we're going to continue to watch. CVOL for corn today was 32.7% going into the weekend. Now today wheat was lower. Now it did start higher. That weekly export sale reached that marketing year lows, and that was really a marketing year low for the corn and the soybeans as well. So after yesterday's surge in the wheat from that lower production numbers for 22-23 year, I think that the world stocks were lower than expected. All of that really sent the market really screaming at that point. But today, a little bit of profit taking off the table. It is the end of the week. We're going into a weekend. We don't really know what's going to be happening with Russia, Ukraine. That's always kind of in the wings in case that's going to have somewhat of an impact on those markets. But we did get to a new recent high, almost to $12, not quite to $12 mark, but the market is still very, very strong, even though we sold off a little bit at the close. But there's lots to cover in the grain market for the foreseeable future, so we'll have plenty to talk about come Monday.